If you've been searching the internet for the ultimate guide to finding your home in Suffolk, Virginia, stop right there. Suffolk isn't just that quiet city you drive by on your way to somewhere else. It's a dynamic, fast-growing hub that's perfect for VA buyers, first-time home buyers, and anyone wanting a slice of the good life in Hampton Roads. So buckle up. I've got the inside scoop and we're diving in right now. I'm Jason Edwards with eXp Realty, your Hampton Roads real estate resource. I help folks like you every single day with buying, selling, and investing all over this area, especially my military friends using their VA benefits and first-time home buyers ready to take the plunge. First home I bought was in Suffolk with my VA loan when I was still active duty about 16 years ago. In this video, we'll cover everything from price ranges, local hotspots, VA loans, and the mistakes you definitely want to avoid. By the end, you'll know if Suffolk, Virginia is the perfect place to call home. And hey, if you're thinking about buying or selling, I help people just like you all the time. All my contact information is down in the description. Phone, text, email, whatever works for you. Let's chat and see how we can make your move to Suffolk as smooth and stress-free as possible. Also, if this is your first time visiting my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every single week of all things Hampton Roads. First off, why Suffolk? Well, it's the largest city in Virginia by land area, though you'd never guess it just driving around. Suffolk often surprises people because it blends that laid-back small-town feel with pockets of modern development. People love Suffolk for its wide-open spaces, newer subdivisions, and easy access to some of the military bases like Naval Station Norfolk and Joint Base Langley Eustis. But it's not all about the commute. There's also a growing food scene from quaint coffee shops to farm-to-table restaurants, plus plenty of green spaces. Have you ever heard of the Great Dismal Swamp? Yeah, the name might sound a little dark, but it's a nature lover's dream. Hiking, kayaking, bird watching. Suffolk is also famous for its peanut history. So if you like peanuts, like me, you'll feel right at home. Whether you crave suburban neighborhoods or prefer a rural retreat, Suffolk has a little bit of everything. Now let's talk numbers. If you're a first-time home buyer or looking for a smaller starter home, you'll find townhomes and cozy single-family houses starting in the mid to upper 200s. On the other end, if you're seeking something larger, maybe a newer build with multiple bedrooms, listings can climb up into the 600,000 range. Of course, the sweet spot for many buyers tends to land somewhere in between there, depending on your must-haves, how many bedrooms, how big of a yard, or whether you want a move-in ready, new construction, or a fixer-upper that you can turn into your dream home. As for the current market trends, homes are sitting a little bit longer. While some neighborhoods in Hampton Roads are still a little more competitive, Suffolk has a little bit more breathing room for buyers. That's good news for people who need a little bit more time to think, or who might be juggling a military PCS move. Inventory is also climbing, which can shift the dynamic slightly in your favor if you're buying, although it's still technically a seller's market. For sellers, that means pricing and presentation are key. You don't want to stay on the market too long, because then people start to wonder what's wrong with your property. If you're active duty or a veteran, listen up. Suffolk is fantastic for VA buyers because it's close to so many military bases and offers a little bit quieter lifestyle compared to some other Hampton Roads hotspots. Not to mention, you can typically get a little bit more for your money out here than in other cities like Chesapeake or Virginia Beach. As of this recording, I'm seeing 30-year VA loans at around 6.187%. That's today. Of course, rates can and will change, so definitely check with your lender or reach out to me for an intro to a trusted local lender, because rates definitely fluctuate daily. The beauty of a VA loan is that you can buy with no down payment, which is huge for budget-conscious buyers or folks just getting started. Keep in mind, you'll likely have a VA funding fee unless you're a veteran rated at least 10% disabled. But even with that, VA loans often come with competitive rates and more flexible qualification standards. Also, no down payment doesn't necessarily mean no money to the table. There are still standard closing costs, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and other fees. Depending on the market and the home, we may be able to negotiate for the seller to pay all or some of those, but that's very situationally dependent. One tip I give all my VA clients: don't just assume every lender or real estate agent is a VA expert. Finding a lender and agent who specialize in VA loans can save you a ton of headaches and money. Plus, they can help you navigate potential appraisal hurdles and handle all the paperwork quickly so you're not scrambling at the 11th hour. Alright, let's dive into some of Suffolk's prime spots. Harborview is super popular right now. It's in northern Suffolk and has a variety of newer subdivisions, shopping centers, and even a golf course or two. It's also a commuter's dream if you need quick access to places like Norfolk or Portsmouth. But to be honest with you, there are a lot of great pockets throughout Suffolk. You've got neighborhoods with larger lots for those who want a bit more space, and neighborhoods closer to downtown Suffolk if you appreciate the historic feel, older homes with character. A lot of people don't realize that Suffolk really has diverse price points, from those mid-200,000 starter homes to mid-range and luxury properties. It's one of the reasons Suffolk appeals to so many different types of buyers, especially VA folks looking for some breathing room or families wanting newer communities with HOAs that maintain common areas and amenities. Alright, let's talk strategy. If you're thinking about buying in Suffolk, here's some actionable tips. First, get pre-approved. This is non-negotiable. If you fall in love with a property, you'll want to write a strong offer as soon as possible, especially in more competitive price points. Scout neighborhoods in advance. Suffolk is really big. Driving through it is key. Make note of commute times, local grocery stores, or even your potential neighbors. I always recommend check out areas both during the week and on the weekend, both during the day and at night. You can change a lot about a home after you move in, but you can't change its location. Another big one, don't skip the home inspection. Even if you're going with your VA loan, the VA appraisal is not the same as a thorough home inspection. Protect yourself. Some agents might tell you that skipping the home inspection could make your offer more desirable to the seller in a multiple offer situation. While that is true, my suggestion would be to do an information-only inspection, so you're still getting the home inspection and still getting the contingency associated with the inspection. You just wouldn't be able to ask for any repairs. But you can still back out of the contract if there are deal breakers found in the inspection that the seller won't fix. Reach out to me if you have questions or would like to talk about other negotiation tactics. All my contact information is in the description below. Be realistic about must-haves versus wants. With the market shifting, you might get a better deal if you're flexible about certain features. Sometimes that extra guest bedroom you wanted can wait, especially if it's your first home. So here's a quick question for you. What's your single biggest must-have feature in a home? Is it a big backyard for the dog? Or maybe a huge chef's kitchen? Let me know down in the comments. I'm always interested to hear what people prioritize in their homes. Now for the sellers out there. Yes, you can still get top dollar in Suffolk, but you gotta be smart. First, price strategically. Buyers are more cautious, with rates a little bit higher than they have been over the last few years, as well as homes sitting a little bit longer on the market. Overpricing is the quickest way to sit on the market longer than you want, and then having people wondering what's wrong with your house. Staging and decluttering. Even small touches like a fresh coat of paint or a pressure washing the siding can make a best first impression. Most buyers make a decision about whether or not they want to put in an offer on a property within about the first 30 seconds of visiting it. Highlight Suffolk's lifestyle. If your home is near a popular park or your neighborhood has a community pool, call that out in your listing. People want more than just four walls. They're buying a lifestyle. If you're not sure where to start, shoot me a message. I can help you figure out the best listing strategy for your specific home so you can stand out in this growing inventory. I'm curious, are you leaning towards buying or selling first? Some folks have to do both at the same time, which can be a balancing act. Share your thoughts in the comments. There are numerous different strategies to make this work depending on your specific situation. And if you're in that camp, I'm here to help. Check out my contact information below. Shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email, and let's come up with a plan that fits your timeline. As inventory continues to grow, Suffolk's market might continue to shift, giving buyers a bit more wiggle room. Still, the best priced, well-maintained homes are moving pretty steadily. If you're a VA buyer, you're in a strong position because of the loan benefits, and the region's huge military presence keeps demand for housing relatively stable, regardless of what's going on nationally or outside this area. Whether you're active duty, a vet, or a civilian first-time buyer, Suffolk's variety of price points means you can really find your niche. For sellers, a little extra prep can mean a big payoff. So there it is, the ultimate guide to calling Suffolk home, whether you're drawn by the slower pace or the city's hidden gems. If you got value from today's video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week with fresh tips, market insights, and neighborhood spotlights. And seriously, if you're ready to take the next step, all my contact information is in the description. Reach out anytime. I'd love to help you make Suffolk, or anywhere in Hampton Roads, feel like home. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.